And hello, everybody. Good evening. It is I, Isolda Dragon, as usual, except this time I am here in the middle of the week and I see that we have quite a few guests tonight. Welcome, welcome. I see that Flame Elliewood is here. I see Anne Sour. I see Friendship Atat. And as you may have noticed, Isolda is here, and I have taken the liberty to... Oh dear, I have muted her. Yes, I have uncursed her. She will no longer speak in that oh so amusing voice. This is what she gets for calling me a ditz. But, oh no, she should be fine now. Let me see.
I'm sorry for everything.
I am not sure I believe you. But yes, she should be working now. She should be audible. But anyway, oh, I see that Saya has arrived as well. Welcome, welcome. So, as you may have already been told, I have been given a mission. I am supposed to infiltrate an evil wizard's tower. And I have managed through my legendary, how would I say that? My good manners, because good manners will get you very far. You really ought to know that. My good manners, my likability, and of course, the sheer knowledge that I may display on command. I have managed to find myself in that position, let us say, that management position that was required. Egg and sausage and toast over here. Why, yes, Friendship Atat. It is breakfast for dinner. But I am the client here, and I can decide that I feel nostalgic for this sort of food. Oh yes, and thank you for the hydration. I will imbibe. But anyway, innkeeper, one giant sausage? Oh, well, I suppose the innkeeper has been getting very unusual orders every so often, and I am quite sure he can handle that. No hydrates. Oh, what is going on? Let me see. Oh, it is on cooldown. Well. Well, we will have to see. I have drunk the water that you requested I drink. But anyway, let me find... Where is it? Yes, here it is. Except... Oh, wait a minute. Yes, Isolda, you are here. You are right there. Excellent. This should work. And I would like to know if everybody can hear my voice and the music accompanying it. It is rather sinister. It is. But this is what I get for infiltrating that fortress. Oh, it is loud. Then I ought to lower it. Oh, it is very loud. It is very loud. Yes, I do not know. This might actually be some sort of demonic goose. I suspect it is a demonic goose. Or a tuba. But I think it might very well be a demonic goose. And here we go. We are becoming Naheulbeuk's dungeon master. Whatever perils might come with it. Let us embark. Oh, this is a very tasteful painting of a dwarf. A naked dwarf with a glorious beard. Magnificent. He is magnificent. He seems very upset.
Oh my.
Dalgal, put some clothes on. Oh, he does look a little bit like Dalgal, except he even has the flowers on his hair. But Dalgal has a beautiful mane. Oh no, he is not hairy enough. It is true. It is true. Dalgal does what he wants. Yes, surely he does. He does. He is just like nature itself. And just like nature, he does what he has decided to do. But anyway, we will be doing an entire quest. Yes, I would like to start it.
For decades, the dungeon of Naheulbeuk has been one of the crown jewels of the lands of Fang.
Oh, what is happening?
Huh, that's funny. I never heard of it when I was studying for my Bitter Warlock Sidekick certification.
Public relations are tough for independent dungeons.
No, I do not believe that there is a command to give a lot of money to your fellow adventurers.
Oh, aren't you affiliated with the Dungeons Fund?
With those unscrupulous parasites? Never. But we do have the most insidious traps, the most cunning guards, the most dreadful monsters, and the most remarkable treasures.
How delightful. May I look around?
No, we've been renovating. The paint's still wet.
Oh, this looks very suspicious. This sounds very suspicious.
Ah, too bad.
Despite our reputation being well established, I've decided that this dungeon needs to take things to the next level.
Yes, the ad made that very clear.
And I need more time for my magical research.
Perfect, perfect.
Certainly. So, about my compensation, I...
Well, let's not quibble over trifles. I'm aligned with industry norms. Not to mention, there's the gratification of joining a renowned wizard.
Oh, this is sounding extremely suspicious.
Yes, of course. May I meet the other members of the team?
Well, actually, not today. They're attending a seminar for process improvement. You know what I mean.
I do know what you mean, and I think that you are talking a lot of rot.
Process?
The clock is ticking, and you're not the only applicant. What's your decision? This is a once-in-a-lifetime offer.
I'm interested. Not like I have a choice anyway. No one's hiring half-goblins. There's too much discrimination in this sector. All right, I'm in.
Half goblin. What is the other half? I would say quite possibly gnome. You seem like you're half goblin, half gnome.
Perfect. You made the right choice. And now,
Yes?
get to work, you wretch! I don't pay people to stand around.
I am not quite sure you pay people at all.
Yes, master. All right, let's see. Where is the dungeon staff? What state are the premises in? I'll have a look around the property. I wonder if signing this contract was such a good idea.
Oh, Rayvax, you are signing a contract with a warlock. Warlocks are experts at signing contracts. This is what they do. It is what they do. Let me see. Oh, yes. Yes, this just looks like... Welcome to the dungeon of Naheulbeuk. The dungeon has been in poor state for too long. Your mission
I
is to
think
restore
he's
it.
half goblin, half booze tbh.
Half booze. Well, Isolda, you are half... Oh, I was going to say half human, half teapot. But then, you may not notice it, and I did not notice it, but I am actually quarter elf. That would suggest that you are actually 3/8 human, half teapot, and don't be rude to your homunculus. Oh, well, and Sour, she is a little rude to me as well. Just a few weeks ago, she called me a ditz. Do you know how seriously I take this sort of offense? I see. We are supposed to... Two wrongs don't make a right. They make a U-turn. Because it just goes around in circles. You will find that that it takes 2 U-turns to go around in circles. Checkmate. But anyway, it seems that yes, this dungeon is terrible. Your goal is to improve it and make it the most feared and attractive dungeon in the lands of Fang. Surely, all it will take is a couple of monsters here and there, and select Zangdar. Zangdar, Ryvek's employer.
What? My time is precious.
The master of the dungeon. When his patience gauge reaches 0, it is game over. Select Rayvax, the steward. Oh well, I am supposed to advise the steward then. Where are you, steward? Of course, why did you have to be a half-goblin? You are very difficult to find. You could have been instead an ogre, perhaps.
I'm going crazy talking to myself.
Meet Raybax, the new dungeon steward. In other words, the head stooge. Select a minion.
Anything I can do?
A minion has an origin, a profession, a rank, and a salary. Grade 1 minions, interns, cost nothing. A minion gains experience while working, thus increasing their rank. Higher ranking minions claim higher salaries, but fail less in their tasks. In the Lands of Fang, the unit of time is the 10-day week, which is completely normal. What? Why do you bother explaining to me what a 10-day is? Every week, all minions receive their salary. The dungeon fees deducted each week are shown in orange. Each minion has specific needs. If those needs are not met, health and morale gauges will decline. Aha, yes, you die if you run out of health. This is what health means. And resign when their morale hits rock bottom.
Master, if I may, isn't it a bit strange for an evil dungeon to have its tavern open to the public?
Ah, yes, well, it's a convenient way to make some money. But I'm not very good at managing it.
I see. Well, it could prove to be useful.
I suppose it is a legitimate operation.
We'll
Yes?
never be able to retain our staff with such rundown premises, Master.
I have no money to spend on a luxury lounge for my lazy servants.
Lies. I saw 10,000 gold pieces in your vault. How do I know that? I do not know. Perhaps divination.
Oh, but it's a matter of standards. Take the Temple of Wismo, for example. They have 18 toilets just for the servants.
What? Those frauds. Well, do what you must, but don't go overboard. We're not running a hotel.
You are running a tavern, though. You could just be an inn if you wanted.
Let's see. We won't get anywhere without bathrooms, for starters. Chamber pots and manure heaps are so last century.
Construction? Fine. Just a few latrines. Latrines really ought to be accessible. You want them to be accessible. For example, I could place them right here. Oh, it does take a little... Just one door and... just a few... Oh, it is a little... How could I say? How would I say it? How would I phrase it elegantly? The word Spartan comes to mind, although I have no idea where Spartans could be from. Time can be stopped, yes, wonderful.
Perfect! We now have a decent bathroom. Now, dormitories with beds.
I don't pay you to nap.
Speaking of payment...
Later. Super busy, magical research and all that.
I think I'll have to put a little slush fund aside.
Let me see. Oh. Well. It shouldn't be a problem for a bedroom to be far away. Here. Oh, I can place multiple doors. Wait. In that case, I might as well make it a little larger. I see that beds allow a minion to rest. They cannot be used by dwarves, trolls, and vampires. I will take a third one. Hardly what I would call comfortable, but again, I would not want to provide evil with too much comfort.
Master, the living quarters improvements are complete.
Not bad, but very expensive. We'll have to find some more money. If I'd wanted to go bankrupt, I'd have hired an interior designer.
I hear you, but given the state of the dungeon, I'm not sure how we could defeat a party of adventurers, even beginners.
If we're not up to snuff, it'll be your fault, entirely.
I do not know. It is said that fish starts rotting from the head down.
But I just got here and, well, I do serve an evil wizard, not a charity. We have to develop this tavern to bring in some income.
The old tavern keeper is gone. Yet another ungrateful coward. I'm not dealing with this anymore. I've got better things to do. I must focus on my magical research and developing my management skills.
Oh yes. I am now realizing that I could have placed the toilets here.
I can handle it. So let's see. We need tables for customers, equipment for serving food and drinks.
In the meantime, I shall subscribe to a few periodical publications about evil dungeon management. We need to get this up to date.
I wonder if he knows what he is doing.
Oh, he does not. He does not.
Don't you overspend. We want to extort gold from the poor, not waste our money on furniture for drunkards.
The tavern attracts customers looking to spend their gold. Uh-huh. I see. The number of customers, yes, the tavern's income. Oh! Ah, yes. So right now the evil minions are occupying the places of the customers, which is a little bit of a problem. You want 4 additional customers, so let me see. Where exactly are... Oh, never mind. The stools are there. They are already part of the table. And each table accommodates up to 4 clients. They cannot be used by dwarves? Why is that? Why exactly is that? What do you... Oh, a tavern table for dwarves. It's shorter. And presumably much fancier.
By the troll's limp! Minions use a tavern as their canteen. We should take that into account. There. Table and sideboard. This should be enough to lure in a few dupes.
I hired an evil dungeon steward, not a lunch lady.
This could be a nice inn if they spruced it up a little.
Indeed, Master. But we need some revenue. Look, all these customers should earn us some gold.
Orlov for debrief, Master. Hey, what's with this dull-looking goblin?
Half-goblin? Who is this brute?
He is the dungeon swordmaster and guard commander. So, are you back from the retaliatory raid?
Affirmative. We made it to target location, the so-called Temple of Wismal. Enemy ambush fighting. 100% loss rate on our side. Debrief over.
Oh, so all of the minions are dead. Well, I can not exactly be too upset at this. They were evil minions. Oh, hello, crew. Hello, how are you doing? Wonderful, that is wonderful. Welcome to my attempt at infiltrating the heart of evil. You are getting assaulted by your cat, but aside from that you are good. Well, cats are capricious little creatures.
What? You turkeys!
I was injured 6 times myself. We were expected. I am the guard commander, not a marauder. This requires specific operational preparation.
Clearly. This doesn't speak highly about your abilities.
Who asked you, you withered piece of lettuce?
Oh, that's...
You turkeys.
He is... Oh. Slurs now.
Silence, you two! Revax is our new steward. As for you, Orloff, maybe I should get a new swordmaster.
Certainly, sir. But I'll complain to the Guild of Mercenaries and Dungeon Guards. This wasn't in my job description.
Ugh. Cursed be the bowels of the great Talifern! I'm so sick of these union demands! Beat it, both of you! I'm going back to my research.
I think we'd better try to collaborate. In our mutual interest, Sword Master.
Yeah, affirmative. For now, you little... yes, steward.
Oh, I suppose that they are going to have to fight to work with each other. Steal his wife and give her a better life. Send his kids to better schools.
Anti-union wizard just
Set his
landed
house
onto
on
my
fire.
list.
Anti-union wizard just landed onto my list. Oh. Well, yes. He is, after all, evil. Of course he dislikes unions. Of course.
This failed raid explains why this dungeon is so badly guarded. Anyone can just waltz in. If we want to get rid of adventurers, we should deal with slackers first.
Affirmative. The downsizing caused by the incursion attempt on the Temple of Wismal is weighing on staff rotation. We must recruit new elite guards.
Guards are expensive. I read in Dungeons and Despots that support roles should be outsourced as part of a atomized management of the company's processes.
He is speaking a language that I do not understand.
Don't you mean optimized, Master?
Silence! You know nothing of modern dungeon management vocabulary. As for you, improve the guard, but with no superfluous expenses.
We could hire a few interns. They shouldn't cost us much. We'd just have to think about feeding them from time to time.
Ah, yes, a normal internship.
Affirmative. That's it for now. I'll bring them up to speed. Trust me on that. Attention! at ease.
Did you just ask people to pay attention only to... Oh well. Oh well. The guard room is vital to the dungeon's defense. Place it near the dungeon's entrance. Then I will, yes. Oh, it has... Does it have to be... How large does it have to be? Excuse me, is it written anywhere? No, it is not. Fine. And it means at least 3 lockers. Oh, this is a problem. Yes, wonderful. Each locker automatically recruits 1 or more guards. Yes. Good. Beware, each locker increases the population
Silly
of the dungeon.
Isolda, the wizard doesn't despise unions because he's evil. Being an union buster is what got him his evil card.
Oh! Well, that does explain a few things. Yes.
Ah, the first interns have arrived. Soldiers, attention! Line up in pairs in the front rank. I only want to see 1 head.
I'm curious to see how he goes about training them.
Ideally, we should find a pile of dirt and make them dig a hole to bury him.
But that's absurd!
Negative. This is training through blind obedience. To think is to disobey. Come on the double, rookies. Hop 2, hop 2, hop 2.
I see. Oh. My, that would be... But then does every union buster get a terrible looking dungeon like that? I wonder, what incursion? Oh, there are
That's right! Aim for the knees and the eyes! Be sly and cruel! Honor and chivalry are for losers!
Would you mind, perhaps... Would you mind attacking?
Oh dear. Faucets and drains. I won't listen to the voices in my head. No.
I'm sorry, those people appear to not be paying much attention.
Sorry.
Oh, good, finally. Well, that evil minion is about to meet a terrible, painful defeat. Yes, intruders going... please do not mind us, we belong. We belong here. They are walking around very casually.
Yes?
Are you just... You are just going to walk around casually like this? I suppose that for alerts to be given, a guard needs to see an intruder.
Orloff for debrief. The intruders were evicted from the perimeter. Clean sweep.
Why are they so much stronger? To be fair, friendship at that, those guards are absolutely terrible. They are just people who saw an ad for the position and just decided, oh, I will be an evil minion. This is what I will do.
Ah, finally. This is a dungeon, not a squat for teenage pipe-smoking dropouts.
And it seems that there is now a strike.
Relax! Why are my minions so agitated? I can't focus in such a ruckus.
One of the servants is on strike, Master. He's protesting against his working conditions.
I could send the guards to slaughter this slacker. Civilians are so entitled.
I'm not sure that's the best approach for retaining competent staff, Master. We must listen to his demands and fulfill them, if they're legitimate.
I don't care about the specifics. I just need this rocket silenced. Deal with it, or you'll get the whip! Incidentally, there's an article in Dungeons and Despots about the psychological torture of middle management minions.
Excuse me?
What does she want? At the beginning of each week, strikes can break out in the dungeon. Ah, yes? You want to work
Whip
with
it good.
pet chicken? I see. Wants dental coverage. Wants 5 weeks off in a year. Wants a raise. Wants the coffee break. Wants to be able to drink in the workplace. Wants to sit 5 minutes per hour work. Wants a glass of water. Wants Zangdel's resignation. We cannot actually give her that. Those are a lot of demands. I agree, Crow. There are a lot of demands and some that I cannot fulfill. So we are told to just terminate the employee.
Out with the striker! It'll make an example of him. Still, I should try to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Well, can you give some demands? Alas, I could not. It is everything or nothing as far as I understand. For now, at least. To be fair, I think I have done her a service. She will not be working for an evil warlock anymore. And so perhaps she will turn to a life of adventure and perhaps she will do good. Perhaps she will do evil.
It's done, Master. Everything is back to normal. The strike is over.
About time. Let's move on. I've just
This
been
strikes
informed
me
that
as
the Temple
evil,
of
but I'm
Wismo
not
has
sure.
increased its reputation, while we've been sitting on our haunches whistling nursery rhymes.
We should limit the risk of strikes. The dungeon won't be able to repel adventurers with disgruntled minions.
Affirmative. To smash those little snoopers, you need motivated, and therefore well-fed, guards.
These matters are unworthy of a high-level wizard. They're better suited for interns.
Of course, Master. I'll see what I can come up with. But we'll need a cook.
It is true. The cook has just been terminated.
As long as they're not too expensive and can cook sumptuous meals. Bear and beer stew, for example.
It's also necessary to adapt the food to each species. If we serve elfish fare to goblins, they'll start eating the elves too.
So, Rayvax needs an office as well.
Firing the competent workers and letting them go work for the competition. The Elon Musk method.
It does strike me as incredibly, how could I say, foolish. Incredibly foolish. A desk of inhuman resources. And I see that, oh. Well. Oh, this is 200 gold pieces though. Do you deserve it? Probably. Oh wait, there is something that I could get instead. Wait. Perhaps not that, but at least a nice little chest, or wait, why can't I? No, I did not wish to. Fine. Oh. No, this is not what I want. Just a wall, perhaps a little chest, and why not a candelabra? Should that not be a candelabrum, though? Yeah, oh, yes. Get the orc cook. Haha, origin orc, job cook. Expectations, none. Orcish traits. He is carnivorous and filthy. Well, this is the only options I have for now, so I will recruit him.
The desk is in the command position. Good work. Very feng shui.
I assumed that when people would walk in, they would possibly want to see him, or at least he would want to see them. Where is that cook? Oh, here he comes. I would like to...
Huh?
I see. So, he will require meat. Who are you?
Ahoy! I heard you're looking for a cook?
That is a little too late.
Well, yes, but I just hired one. An orc cook. It's the best I could afford. Are you qualified?
I sure am. I've been a cook, a barber, adventurer, surgeon, executioner, and embalmer. I can peel and bone like nobody's business. Mel Boots, here to serve you, with a preference for ale. Anyway, do you have someone for your tavern?
Well, actually, we don't. It is true we could use a good tavern keeper, but my budget's a bit tight.
I'll skim my pay off the take. Come on, you won't regret it. I'll turn it into a first-class boozing den. All of Fang will come here to get hammered. Just gotta keep the dishes real salty.
That sounds devious.
Gotcha! Relocating towards the bar. March! Huff two! Huff two!
Your minions are eating at the tavern, reducing your maximum number of customers. A canteen allows minions to eat in a separate room, which won't scare away your most wealthy clientele. It is quite true that if I were to eat somewhere, I would perhaps hate to be face to face with a troll. Now, however, it seems that we are approaching break time, and so I will send you to the Guild of Merchants for them to sell you a few things. So please bear with me, and I will see you again in but a moment. Welcome back. Welcome back. We are returning to the dungeon of Naheulbeuk, where we are building a canteen for our minions. We might want to place it... I hate to say it, but we might want to place it in the back, near the... Oh, no, this is a dormitory. Near the latrines, but not too close to the latrines, because that would be disgusting. Oh, wait a minute. No, this will not do. This will not do. Because... Oh, yes. No. You see, the kitchen is here. I might want to place the canteen...
Don't make them too comfy or they won't work hard enough.
Oh, I see that Sayer is suggesting all sorts of very evil things. It is true that I might have to keep them on their toes a little. Otherwise, if I were to not do that, who knows, I might actually blow my cover, as you would. And what then? I would be found out.
Master, we have significantly improved the minions' living conditions. And for cheap, too.
And we'll serve 'em good. Cheap plunk, hard ale, and sausage that'll dry out your gullet.
What? Who is this individual?
Don't forget to tell your workers
Mel,
that we're all
the
a
new
happy
tavern
family
keeper.
to brainwash
I'll
them.
explain.
Oh, yes. Well, if you tell your workers that you are all a happy family and then you treat them like that, well, perhaps you are a family, but maybe not the best one.
My patience is running thin. We spend too much on nonsense here, and our reputation is stagnating.
Especially if it means working extra hours for free, right? And for family, you would do anything, right? Like not sue us for making you walk on the ladders. To be fair, if I were employed by somebody, I was employed by somebody who was family at some point. Yes. She mostly ignored me. She has been ignoring me for more than 3 decades. But yes. I didn't spend too much on nonsense. I suppose that we will have to improve the dungeon's reputation.
Hey, no offense, but your dungeon's got quite a stench, don't you think? Reeks like a bunch of dead rats.
What? No, it doesn't. We just cleaned the mess and fired the slackers.
Just saying, but this morning I saw a cockroach so grossed out it puked. Mind you, I'm not the kind to wash the mugs every day or to take more than 1 bath a month, but hey, there are limits to filth.
It is true that to attract a certain class of customers or servants, we'll need to raise our standards. Cleaning, improving sanitary facilities, and hiring decent domestics.
Yep, exactly. Elves will do the trick. I know they're a bunch of lettuce munchers who think they're hot dung, but they don't mess around with cleanliness.
Oh. I am quite partial to elves, and not because I am one. Well, not because I am partly one, rather. Technically, I was never really raised with any elvish culture. I mostly learnt elvish because I thought that it would give me a little help in finding interesting magic. And I do know an elf who is less... No, I think all the elves I have seen so far are... Well, they are not exactly the pinnacle of elegance.
Ah yes, Elvish. He's a great musician.
And thank you for the hydrate. Hire an elf domestic? Ah, I suppose. Wait, this is not what I... Old Chaldeonia Adenor, rather. An elf domestic. She is a vegetarian. She's carefree and she's foppish. Oh, she triggers traps more often than other minions. Rooms produce dirt, yes. And I see. And this button indicates to the domestics whether their room should be cleaned regularly. Place shower. Oh dear. We will also want an elf cook. Debilia ça va bien. Now that is an elvish name, if I have ever seen one. And we will want to add showers. Showers, how do they work? Well, just know that the water is pumped from the moat. The ancestral mechanism that makes it possible, a marvel of engineering, is confidential. Take your own shower pot if plumbing's your thing. Oh, what is that? Oh, this is... I see. Well, I suppose we will want to have a little bit of mud for the orc and some showers. And we'll want a stove and a... Yes, a stove for the second cook. And another pantry.
Oh, but what might this object in the shower be? A faucet? I see! Fascinating!
Oh, I see. Well, this is an interesting way of showering.
Revax! The Temple of Wismal had marble columns installed. I just saw the etchings in the Dungeons and Despots magazine.
Oh, not again with that rag.
We need to revamp my dungeon's decor. This is an essential aspect of the prolificacy of this organization's processes.
Productivity, Master? But you said we don't have the funds to...
Just make some improvements, or I'll turn you into a flower pot. And stop contradicting my managerial guidelines, or you'll get your termination notice from Orloff's crossbow.
Fine, I suppose that we will... Oh, we need a couple of decorations. I have already improved Rayvax's office. We still need a couple of them. Oh, now this is tasteful. Why perhaps not this amusing poster of... It is some sort of tapestry depicting some heroes. But perhaps not. Instead, here, an example of taste.
This place needs some sexy posters to really boost their morale.
Yes, but it could in turn be rather bad for, how could I say, the elegance of the place. Now, yes, let us cover this filth with a nice rug.
I'm quite pleased with my choice of decor. I shall write to the Dungeon Owners Association of Fang to share my creative insight.
I hope this won't get us into trouble.
Yes, yes, Saya, we have covered the filthy ground with an
Hello,
old,
I'm looking for the
filthy
master of the
rug.
dungeon of Naheulbeuk.
Yes, exactly. Wonderful. Yes, indeed, we can sweep the garbage under it. It is exactly what it is for.
Well, I am his steward. How may I help you?
I'm here about the letter he sent to the Dungeon Owners Association of Fang.
Are you going to publish his article on interior decoration?
I don't know. This is a matter for the DOAF Gazette editorial board. I am Doris Mortadella, head inspector of the Dungeons Fund. I'm here for your membership application.
What? The DF? But, we didn't apply for membership.
Oh no,
There
she's
must be
asking
some
for a
mistake.
manager. They released the Karen.
Well, I cannot make her disappear, friendship at that. I cannot.
Your master wrote to the DOAF. According to DOAF regulations, any such communication is to be considered as a membership application to its parent company, the Dungeons Fund, unless expressly stated otherwise.
But that's... oh, pus and boils! This is utter nonsense! What if we refuse to join?
That is your right. In accordance with the DF regulations as ratified through case law by all courts in the lands of Fang, we would be entitled to a compensation of 200,000 gold coins.
200... What? That's racketeering!
It'd be easier to join the DF like most proper dungeons. I will have your master sign the documents. A measly 412 scrolls for a small dungeon like yours.
This sounds like extortion all the way down. But can I really... Am I really going to feel bad for them? No, not really.
Pox and mutant rats!
Relax! In my office! Immediately!
Oh no.
Lady, we're the evil ones here. You can't steal our money that we unlawfully stole from idiots.
Well, perhaps they are even more evil. The present GTCS or General Terms and Conditions of Servitude. La la la, I see. La 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 la. Yes, yes. Ah, la la la. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, travelers. I am not going to read all of that. Please read carefully before signing. Oh. That sounds quite possibly like Orcish. I do not know. By ticking the box, you accept all the clauses, giving the master full power over your miserable existence. Of course you do. Ah, yes. A contract between Zangdar, hereinafter the master, and the recipient steward. Is that the terms of services or summoning chant for an eldritch god? I think it might very well be some sort of invocation. But after all, it is not my soul that is on the line, it is Ravax's. And I will say yes, in red.
Congratulations on joining the Dungeons Fund. I will now share with you all my initial reports requiring immediate action on your part.
By Gazor's tentacles! I can't believe we got played like this! Oh, I can already feel one of my migraines coming on. Relax! Deal with it!
I've noted you lack a space dedicated to temporary interruptions of the activity of the staff, assuming the dungeon's ancillary functions. This can hurt their performance and the profitability of secondary revenue sources.
I knew we should have installed a trapdoor for annoying guests.
Hermetic administration class seems like a lifetime ago. Are you asking for a break room for our minions, so that they stop hanging out at the tavern?
A crude simplification, But this would be a good starting point for a plan of action, yes.
And yes, I suppose that it is, however, a terrible dungeon. And as such, they have not thought about installing such a device. I see, and so a break room it is. I suppose I will place it. Wait a minute. I thought. Huh. Oh well, I do not know. But yes, a break room. Right here. Oh. Why is it that you... Ah, yes. It requires a door. What about those? Oh. Gaming tables. Reading desks. And games of chance. Well, I will need a gaming table because we do have an orc. But we also have an elf, so we need a reading desk. And perhaps a nice little bench. So they ask for a break room. What's next? Bathroom breaks? Holidays? Minimum wage? Well, I do not know that, Saya, but it might happen. And we need to be ready for this sort of demands.
Perfect! With a gaming table, the minions will get some distraction.
Ah, kudos, my friend. That should stop them from wearing out the tavern benches.
Done! A perfectly functional break room for the dungeon's minions.
This is supposed to be an evil dungeon, not a resort for slackers. What's next? A temple of Dlul complete with giant nap room?
Interesting. I shall continue to evaluate the performance of your organization's procedural subfunctions, as well as the effectiveness of any actions supporting your primary processes.
Oh, kill me now! Good morning, minions! You're listening to Dungeon Radio, the station for all of you who work for our master's glory. I am Rivax, the steward, and I'll be keeping an eye on you in just a few. Back to our goblin host, Jimmy Killimall.
Hey, shouldn't we try to upscale the tavern while the pen pusher's still deep in her paperwork? If we take too long, we'll get our cash flow sucked dry by the whims of the DF.
It is true that getting a dungeon into compliance is very expensive. What would our tavern need to bring us more returns?
It would probably need to be a little less filthy than this, and I will hydrate. Thank you, and Sour, for the reminder.
Well, I've had it with lugging bottles around. We need to be able to tap a few kegs. Then, get someone to serve the plunkin' ale. Fast booze flow equals fast cash.
Perfect. Let's take care of this while the master is busy elsewhere. He'll be grateful someday.
Yep, and so will our purses. Let's booze up the whole country and rake in the coins. All this sobriety and moderation stuff is only good for monks and elves. Our tripe advisor
I
ranking
have an
will
idea.
soar.
Scrap everything and turn the dungeon into a giant tavern.
I would say so. It would be a perfectly legitimate operation. Just forget about the traps. Just make it a large resort. Ah, the tavern's prestige is represented by TripAdvisor sausages, an important factor to attract customers. The attendance of the tavern varies according to its prestige and the drinks on offer. Let's see. Yes. Oh dear. This menu lists dungeons, income, and expenses. The tavern revenue. The tavern has actually been making money. This is great. But we want to modify the tavern. How would I... Let me see. How would I remove that door? That I do not know. We might want a barrel to attract goblin customers and a barrel to attract elf customers. We could possibly place them over there, and this one over there.
Our first keg tap! Looking good! Well, it's just some local ale for now, but we'll look around for deals on higher grade stuff.
It does have kind of a sock juice aftertaste.
Is there any chance that we could possibly place a door here? No. No. There will be no door. There will be no second door. Unfortunate, but what can you do? I would like to keep the room clean, at least. And maybe add a little bit of decoration. Why not? Not really this. Just a few banners. And why not a gratuitous suit of armor? Perhaps it could be an animated armor. Interesting, I swear I recognize that elf from somewhere.
Done! Business is a booming. Drunks are pouring in, and we've diversified our clientele. We run an inclusive establishment, as they say. One for all for alcohol.
Perfect! And Master's none the wiser.
Raising your standards without letting the guards in on it? You're done for, you rascals! My report is on its way, unless we can reach a deal.
You could drink.
We'll negotiate. Discreetly.
I have identified another item of non-compliance of one of your
Let us
dungeon's
drink to that.
primary
Glug,
sub-processes
glug, glug.
that prevents it from being eligible for exploration. Your organization suffers from chronic underinvestment in its inventory for the capabilities of tooling and other crafting appliances.
You want a workshop.
Relax. Take care of this immediately, or I'll turn you into a screwdriver.
Yes, Master.
A workshop should be further into... Yes, it should be further in. And we are hiring goblins. I have not had the chance to gaze upon feats of goblin technology, but who knows?
Revax, why are hammer blows echoing in my dungeon?
Well, Master, we built a workshop following your orders.
This won't help with my research. It generates too much cosmoplumic havoc. Well, at least I hope it'll be helpful in bringing my grandiose plans to fruition.
So, we need artisans. And this goblin says that there is nothing he can't fix except the stuff that's too broken. That seems good enough.
I will carry out a qualitative audit of this technical support structure and give you an appropriate report. It would seem you're approaching minimum acceptable standards.
Holy cow! I don't know what those fund folks fuel up on, but it's no joke. Plum moonshine, perhaps?
I'm sorry, but the fund considers your reputation insufficient to justify opening your dungeon for exploration.
So how are we supposed to raise our reputation if we can't open the dungeon?
You could transfer a compensation of a few thousand gold coins to the fund, which would increase your reputation.
Oh, of course.
But this is blatant extortion!
Zangdar, those are evil people. Dissecting the kitchen. I see the prestige. Oh, well. The dungeon reputation increases if your minions' expectations are met.
We chose the wrong job to become evil people.
I am infiltrated. I am infiltrated right now. I am admittedly not very good at evil things. The prestige of a room increases if it is decorated. Well, let me express my inner interior decorator. Yes, you just get to have this hilarious tapestry. Magnificent. A potted plant, why not? And I guess that let me see. We could simply add another of those, and maybe why not more rugs? They are awful. But it is all we can get for now. I was going to ask how can soup be dry, but they literally did make dry soup back in the day, like portable soup stock you rehydrate. I suppose that if you just let the water disappear, then yes. I was hoping to perhaps move this away and is there a chance? Oh yes, we could put the door back. And then we could place a gargoyle here. Every dungeon needs a gargoyle. I think I could get a second sausage. For you? No. Well, yes. Yes, I could get the second sausage just for you. Just for you, just for the joy. For the joy of you viewers. Or do you mean specifically for you? Chorizo, please. I will see what I can do. Why not a nice torch? A nice torch should just keep things bright.
I'm glad the safety guidelines don't exist yet so we can build big fires next to wooden stuff.
Oh yes, I have just built fiery braziers right next to barrels of alcohol. Everything will be fine, but you see, this is all part of my grand plan. Once I have studied them, I will leave with my understanding of evil masterminds, and I believe that it will be very easy to blow the entire dungeon up. This is what it means to plan. This is what it means to be clever.
Yes.
I suppose that, oh yes, the dormitory is terrible. The dormitory is terrible, and I might just improve it by adding, say, perhaps a chest or two. We now have a larger amount of minions, and so I believe that perhaps a couple of beds could do, perhaps a giant carpet in the middle of the room. And of course an impalement totem, because I suppose some minions like this sort of thing. Oh dear. One of the guards has decided to quit. Why is that? You... Oh, fine. Fine. You were upset because you could not find the latrines. The latrines are right here. They are here.
Ah yes, impalement stakes. I heard they're a new fashion trend in Wallachia, Transylvania.
They're green inside as well. Yes, but perhaps I think that maybe the orcs will like it. But yes, the latrines are growing all sorts of molds. Dracula might want to have a word. Well, it is true. What exactly are you doing here? You use it to craft tools. What do I do with tools? What about this? Oh, there could be a meat buffet here. Decoration, decoration. Well, you could always have filthy towels. And why not more banners? Yes. Beautiful, beautiful. Just a vase with a bush here. And why not a... No, I cannot.
We have banned the banners.
Well, I have proof of the contrary then. This room, no, it is not quite prestigious enough for this. Just, I do not know, just give me a torch or two. And we are on our way.
Fat, salt, and ale. Just the basics.
You are fine. We are getting bored, says the...
May I help you?
What is wrong with you? You were saying that you were bored. I am sorry, there is a gaming table here.
So, where was I?
Attention! At ease!
Find your own adventure? I would say I am sure that there is some rats in the basement that need taking care of. Well, up until now there were rats in the bathroom, so... Minions generate reputation if they work in a room that meets their expectations.
Rivage!
I think that this room needs to be kept... needs to actually be kept disgusting. Because goblins like filth. Scrub the latrines. Good, have the... Oh, you are suggesting that I send them to scrub the latrines. Yes, I could. This room is clean. Just let me figure out what I could want. Oh, now this is interesting. This is interesting. I could
We need
want...
2 bathrooms, a shitty one and a shittier one.
Actually, I might want 2 bathrooms. One where you can clean up and one where you can dirty up. And I will add one right here. Actually, no. I might not want to place it here. I might not want to place it here for a good reason. You see, goblins are working here, so I might want to place the dirty bathrooms right about here. Or you can only place one then. So this one.
Here's your stinking bathroom, you shitlords.
I will have to see. I will have to see if they actually use it. What is wrong with you? Oh, you are hungry. You are hungry. What exactly is your problem? You can eat just about anything. Now I have a question, Goblin. Why are you not eating? You could just go eat. Oh, good. No, you are going to go eat then. Just a few posters to cheer up the place. The torch or two at the entrance. And an empty flower pot. Oh, hello, Pegaz 31. And apparently, Pegaz 31 knows another dwarven greeting. How are you doing tonight, Pegaz 31? Or I could just call you Pegaz. That would be shorter. Oh, the tavern has almost gained a second sausage. Which means that I ought to improve it even more. Perhaps with a buffet. A little tired, but really curious about this new game. Well, so far, so good. It just seems that we are not yet qualified to open the dungeon to adventurers, as we are currently trying to improve our reputation. A large meat buffet at the entrance of that tavern could do the trick. Oh, I seem to have forgotten to move the suit of armor away. Please. The suit of armor could just be standing at attention about here. And now I wonder, could I possibly... No, it is a little small for that. It is a little small. Perhaps a small bench here and there. There is very little room left. Yes, the second sausage has been earned. I am actually wondering why... Friendship at that, the second sausage has been earned and shipped to your precise location. We want this one to remain filthy. This one... This one I could just place a pot here and just call it a day. Ben of Chaos took part in a stream last night where he explained some of the game's mechanics and a few tricks to apply with object combinations. Oh. Well, I seem to have missed that one. But I suppose that I will learn the intricacies of dungeon management as I go. Is there anything I can do to improve, perhaps, the state of this? Torches just... They just improve everything. They just make everything better. And one of those. It was really interesting, and you can still watch it on Benzai's channel. I will have a look. All in due time, of course. And why not drop a large column in the middle of the break room? That could... No, that could not help. That would not help. A carpet, just a gargoyle. No, the gargoyle would, alas, not work here. Oh, I understand. I will have a look. Oh, this break room is actually wonderful. It is actually the pretty good break room. And that office? Oh yes, he could get a proper office with a nice big one of those nice storages, and why not a little bit of art? So I suspect that I could possibly do better than that if I could clean the dawn. I should probably clean the dawn. And I could install another guard room. There seems to be a bit of goblin being broadcast here. Speaking of goblins, why not hire a few of them? Or maybe an orc. Maybe a few orcs. They have a rather martial culture, and I would not be surprised if they found that new position gratifying. You do not need to keep it clean. It seems that the orcs here really like their filth. Perhaps just keep the room clean as well.
Zwawazeda!
Oh, now he's upset because he smells clean. You could... Oh. Why are you upset? You are upset because you smell clean and then you go take a shower. I do not understand you. When is merchant time? Oh dear! Oh dear, it is merchant time. I am very sorry. I seem to have completely forgotten. I really ought to do that. I will be right back, because I need to send you to the Guild of Merchants. And we are back. Thank you very much, by the way, for notifying me that I was forgetting to actually send you to the merchants. The guild could have possibly been a little upset about that, and I don't want merchants knocking on my door and saying, hello, yes, please, we need to talk to your guests now. And we will talk to your guests whether you like it or not. We will do it right now, depriving them of entertainment. I'm not paying you for it. No, but you are. You are, after all, working as one of the. How could I say it? Enforcers at the inn, perhaps a bouncer of some sort, and it is not my responsibility to pay you. It is the innkeeper's. Ah, I hear a little elven song about drinking wine in the background. Ah, what could I do? What could I do to improve? What could I do to improve the prestige of that place? Is there any place that I could... Giant hams? I suppose so. It seems that the goblin artisans have... they are not working in the best conditions, I suppose. A pig pen for people to throw dead bodies in. That is certainly a possibility, but I'm afraid I can't actually build any of those. But you know what the solution might be? More of those delightful images. Yes, beautiful. Exactly what you need. Oh, is it still muted for you? You might want to, as they say, refresh. You might want to refresh. Yes, a gigantic carpet. A gigantic, filthy, ratty carpet. And why is the room clean? I am quite sure that I asked for the room to be dirty.
Pilou, la la la.
Oh, refreshing and always okay. This is wonderful. All I want is to perhaps improve it a little more. Is there any way at all? And yes, I agree. I agree with Friendship Attack. Thank you for telling us so that we could, well, so that we could find a way to stop it from happening. Towels. Towels for everybody. And an empty flower pot that will probably be turned into a chamber pot as soon as I have my back turned. And a gargoyle. It could be a comforting presence in the night, just a gargoyle staring at you while you sleep. And it is apparently not quite ready. Almost though, almost. We are almost there. Perhaps we could improve the master's quarters. He already has the heart-shaped pillows. Beautiful. Why not banners? Again, everybody loves banners. And a brazier that I have placed a little close to the bed, just in case I might want to cause the entire building to burn down later. It is important. I am preparing my exit.
It's starting to get cramped in here. We have to restore access to the second floor. Damn it, this place is a real dump.
Huh? Did I just hear you complaining about my dungeon?
I mean, don't you think this place could use more cleaning up? And less chaos?
Affirmative. Waste disposal would surely improve our dominion over the perimeter.
Huh. Yes, it might. Do that, then. Where would this place be without my insightful management decisions?
Ah, yes, of course. The reputation of the dungeon is progressing nicely and access to the second floor is unlocked. You need a staircase. Oh, yes. Yes, stairs, but I will place the stairs somewhere that is not very easily accessible to Oh, I need to place the staircase access on the second floor. Oh, no, no, wait, no, I do not. I could place it about here. And I would like to connect it with the second floor.
Done! We deserve a spot in TripAdvisor's Best Fangian Dungeons ranking list.
I shall study your improvements to evaluate their adequacy with the general criteria set out by the fund's equalization grids.
Hey, now that the dough's rolling in, what should we do with it? Should we stuff it in a mattress, or did you have something more secure in mind?
I could ask the master to store the gold in his quarters. On the other hand, that might make it hard for us to withdraw the funds we need. And I can't spend all my time paying salaries.
Yep, especially when we don't want the boss sniffing around the books too much, eh? A treasure room is what we need, and a dwarf banker, that would keep things square.
Affirmative. When wages are paid, the guards can't be swayed. Otherwise, you get desertions, looting, and coup d'etat. That's a Monday for you.
May I point out that the intrinsic security of fiduciary operations can be greatly enhanced by strict segregation of premises through architectural level differentiations?
What's that nutbag going on about?
She is saying that if we build the vault on the second floor, it will be less easily accessible and less easily lootable.
She says we should build a vault room in the upper floors to keep our gold safe from thieves. It's just admin speak.
I'm pleased to announce that given the positive assessment of the evolution of your reputation rating and the concomitant fulfillment of minimum hosting standards, this dungeon is now open for exploration.
Ah, by Yorick's skull. Finally!
Affirmative. I'll immediately put us in yellow alert. Code 22.
Whoa, I'm not sure we're ready. I guess we still have some time.
Oh, we have hired a couple of... Oh. Well, it is big brain time, I suppose. It is big brain time, but once again, I suppose that I have just explained that woman's, how could I say it, statement regarding vaults. And I suppose it is only justified. And thank you for the hydrate.
The Dungeons Fund has already put up a notice concerning the opening of your establishment. The first adventurers should be on their way. They all yearn to be the first ones.
Freaking faucets! To arms!
Adventurers incoming. Red alert. Code 808.
Ah, what is going on? Oh, they are here. Let me see. There seems to be a roguish type and a dwarf. He is waddling. Look at that waddle. Oh, they are quite pleased with themselves. Are you just going to let them walk in? Oh dear. Well, that guard is just... He is getting very, very hot. Oh no. I actually wish that I could... No, there is nothing I can do.
Always ready for work.
What?
Hello, Orcish gods. I would like to point out that there are currently people just wandering in that here dungeon. Yes. Would you mind doing your job? No, you will just leave. Well, now that, travelers, is an adventure. No, it is not. It is most assuredly not. Are they leaving? They are leaving.
We clearly were unprepared to face these adventurers.
It's the dungeon's fund, Master. They took us by surprise. Probably as punishment for refusing to pay to increase our reputation.
By Van Tog's whips of misfortune! I'd rather die than suffer their extortion. We must strengthen our defenses then.
Affirmative!
So yes, we needed... Oh.
Reports of your dungeon's performance are proliferating in the nearby surroundings. The frequency of collective exploratory incursions will increase. Do you need a probationary period of respite? For a few thousand gold coins, we could...
Never! We don't need your help!
As you wish. Please note that dungeon traps must meet the 759B72 quality standard for automated mechanical devices for intentional bodily harm in order to be certified by the fund.
Dear God, they
Always
invented
so
the
much
YouTube ad
paperwork.
system.
What do you mean, Isolda?
So, are you done with the defense reinforcement plan?
Affirmative! Planning complete. Ready for transfer to Steward.
So, let's see. What? But that's going to cost a fortune!
Negative! I've aimed for essential operational capabilities. An armory, new recruits, and detection by means of avian patrol.
Remember that the fund pays compensation for each adventurer killed. You'd be contributing, thus, to the regulation of their population, while participating in the selection of the chosen ones and other heroes of the gods.
Oh, we need to install this adventurer block. Oh, there we go. We can now build a trap. Finally, oh yes, something that will sound the alarm. And probably one over there too. Oh! Well, goodbye, Pegas. That was very nice of you to come in. I hope you have a wonderful night. We will need to hire more guards. Well, then you know what must happen. Expansion. This is not what I intended to do. But this will also be expanded in this direction. Hello? With perhaps two goblin guards.
Another incursion is approaching. I hope your devices are properly licensed, or will withhold all adventurer disposal bonuses.
An elf? A rogue? There is another one of those waddling dwarves. There! The way that they walk is mesmerizing. Here they come.
Adventurer eliminated! Delta attack formation! Come on the double!
Well, it seems that the adventurers have been defeated. I can't say that I feel particularly good about myself.
Incursion over. At ease. Code B4. All hail! Vigilance and traps!
Ha! I'll write a few letters to neighboring dungeons just to taunt them.
I'm not sure that's a very good idea, Master.
Silence! Let my evil creative mind express
Bunch of
itself.
noobs. We did a total party kill on their asses.
Oh, they got completely wiped out. Yes, we still need to build a vault.
Your issues with inbound and outbound material flows are an obstacle to further advancement of your dungeon. I recommend the establishment of a commercial outlet to decongest supply chains.
She is incredibly nosy, yes.
Oh, right. Resources. Yes, being able to buy and sell equipment more easily could probably help.
Righto. And we wouldn't have to waste our time shopping in Lubei or Twisted Vale anymore. Negotiating with chair caners and sausage makers can take ages.
So, we want to... we want to place a Palantir in Ravex's office. And I suspect that we will need to enlarge, to expand the office a little bit. And yes, the vault. I forgot the vault. I keep forgetting the vault. Here, a nice treasure room. And we will need to hire a banker. Although I believe that it needs to be fixed, but it needs to be built first.
Ah, by Great Trilobic's crown! I'm finally connected to Palantir's magic feed. I'll be able to improve our decor and buy some faucets.
Revax, I just saw that the Marzabor's hellish turnstile is for sale. I need that relic for my research. Immediately!
Let me see. Oh. Anything that transits through the land of Fang, legally or not, can be found here. Our goods are renewed every week. An orcish fence, decorative shields, an Iron Maiden, and Marzabor's hellish turnstile, which Zangdar has specifically said he wanted. Well,
They even have the latest release from Iron Maiden. Nice.
of course they do.
Hey, this is not the relic we ordered. This is Marzabor's the Younger's turnstile. The one I wanted was Marzabor the Elder's. I'm a victim of false advertising.
Well, Master, the ad did mention it, in small print, right next to no refunds, no returns, no exchanges.
This is all your fault.
You were impatient.
Get that pathetic relic out of my office immediately.
Yes, Master. He doesn't want that discount gadget anymore. He got scammed like a wizard apprentice in a second-hand wand shop.
What are you muttering about? By Xor's tentacles, get to work!
I should remind you that the exhibition of relics, even those of lower quality, can contribute to the sectoral globalization of the back office's directives.
Yes, of course. I'll have some intern work on a display. All we need is a pedestal to show off this crap.
Well, we will need to install... Oh dear. Oh dear. That is absolutely gigantic. Can a pedestal at least be crossed? I believe so. Well then, we will place it right there.
There!
And
I had a
place
relic pedestal installed.
Marsable's
Not
hellish
bad.
gun style.
We could use it as a sausage
Here.
dryer.
Negative. As a hand-to-hand combat training accessory.
Are you insane? We just have to place that thing, the Master Impulse Bolt on it.
There we go, and now we should be able to hire a banker. Emrondil Roxodon, Dwarven banker. He is annoying in that he takes part in all the strikes. I consider that a very good behavior. Short-legged. Oh yes, he needs to access furniture designed for dwarves. He is narrow-minded. And he is annoying. It apparently bears repeating.
Revax! I received a letter full of insults from the Temple of Wismo. Send a squadron to teach them a lesson, now!
The thing is, that dungeon is infamous, Master. Our soldiers could get slaughtered.
Affirmative. Probability of failure, 100%.
By the Naheulbeuk's claws, don't question my orders. I want a raid sent immediately to punish that gaggle of fools.
Yes, Master. For glory. We just need some sort of operational planning method. A raid chart. That's a mission for the half-steward.
Oh, well. I will take my time. Dwarves. Dwarves are annoying. Although they are outstanding artisans, they all have the annoying trait. In addition, every dwarf can only use beds and tables that have been designed for their small size. In short, dwarves are annoying. You know what this means? I will have to... Oh, yes. I will have to buy a special bed for the dwarven minion. Unfortunately, that also means that we will have to buy a special dwarven table. And if I am not mistaken, we don't have room for that. Let me see. No, that is not what I wanted. I wanted a canteen. A very small canteen. Just a very small canteen for dwarves. I suppose I could place it here, with the dwarven dining table here, and it will be good enough for now. But I think that now might be a good time to, let us say, take a break from this evil dungeon management. And to eat sausage? Yes, possibly. To eat the sausage that we have very rightfully earned. But I should bring you back to the inn. And here we go. Yes. So, once again, thank you so much for coming here to visit and to have a look at my first foray in this very deeply infiltrated position as a minion of evil. I do not know if I will have a stomach for this sort of thing for very long. After all, I would hate to actually contribute to evil. It is just pretend. Yes, perhaps I will eventually run from that dungeon and set it on fire, possibly causing it to collapse onto itself. But I will have to see.